Good morning, everyone. I'll try to keep this nice and quick, but hopefully you've had your morning coffee. So let me just welcome you to the FutureSPORT for 2023. We're pleased to be the title sponsors this year. Just quickly want to kind of give you a little bit overview of a huge event, what everyone's probably heard of, Paralympic and Olympic Games. So we're one of the main sponsors for that throughout the multiple years going on. Countdown has officially started, so it's under a year now, so it's kind of creeping up on us very slowly. The kit's getting talked about, the project's really getting kind of breached out, and all of the kind of sponsors and everyone together is really working together at the moment. So very exciting times for us at Panasonic. We did recently see some kind of figures around 11,000 hours of video will actually be recorded at the Olympic Games this year. So huge amount of content, whether that's more people backstage passes. There's a lot of more about the actual people performing the events, and even during and pre events. So there's going to be a lot more content this year. What we are doing, obviously, a lot more presenting and processing powers. So I'll just take you on to kind of what we're doing at the Olympic Games. So Panasonic has been supporting the Olympic Games since 1987. Embarrassingly, that's before I was born, so that might make some people feel old. Makes me feel a bit young. And then obviously the Paralympic Games since 2014, so it's quite an important thing for us that we drive ourselves, especially on the kind of ethos and how the Olympic Games gives back to people, not only just for athletes, but people around the cities and throughout the globe. But more importantly, it is about the Olympic Charter, so that's what we're talking about with that. At the next Games, Panasonic will be showcasing a huge amount of different environments and a lot of different technology. So whether that's professional broadcast cameras, whether that's our Kairos system, whether that's projectors, as you can see on a lot of different events throughout the year. So talking about like the Queen's coronation back last year, all the projection onto Buckingham Palace, all of those projectors are Panasonic, and obviously large professional displays. So there's a lot of B2B kind of product. What people just kind of expect to turn up and see, and there's a lot more thought in what it takes into consideration. I just mentioned the live video process and IT platform, so let's jump a little bit more into what I'm talking about there. So it's called Kairos. Probably people haven't heard too much about Kairos before. It's a software-based switcher system, so it's kind of unique to how the market's working. But we have just been continuously upgrading this since it got launched in 2019 at ISE. Recently, in the last couple of months, we've had the Gen 2 version come out. So that's for KC200 and 2000. Basically brings more performance, quieter, more storage, and just a kind of upgraded performance for the Kairos. So it runs on CPU and GPU, unlike traditional hardware-based switches. So it can be scaled, it can be future-proofed, and there is continuous updates throughout the year, firmware updates, and just kind of, it means that there's a lot more flexibility into how it's all run together. Long story short, Kairos offers a uncompressed video processing with super low latency. So I think it's about 1 frame per latency we aim for. So it's quite a unique offering. And as I mentioned, the silence is a key aspect of what we're looking at this year. Bringing it down to kind of more manageable levels when you're in server rooms. It can be quite loud, it can be quite annoying. So it's bringing down that level to make it so it's a bit more accessible for the kind of corporate market, especially sports market as well. Thanks for user-friendly app layout and the GUI. It's actually based on kind of how Photoshop looks. So anyone can pick it up, be able to use it to another level. Obviously, to master it is a very difficult thing, but it kind of gives everyone that user-friendly feel, and everyone knows how to get to grips with it to begin with. Talked a little bit, seen a few weird faces, so I'm just going to show a quick video on Kairos. Keep it nice and short for you because there's a lot of presentations today. But yeah, thank you very much for your attention, and hopefully you enjoy the video.
We introduced Kairos as a software-driven production switcher, and we promise to continue its development permanently via software upgrades and also by introducing new hardware. We have continuously listened to the feedback from our customers and worked to create the best solution. The result is the new Kairos Core mainframes KC200 and KC2000.
They both offer increased performance and new functionalities, including more inputs and outputs, enhanced file storage capacity, and higher video processing.
Thanks to its silent chassis with higher flow and low fan speeds, it can be placed anywhere, for example, next to the stage at a live event venue.
In short, Kairos is clearly able to support more and more complex production with this, and we are just getting started.